Good evening to all. I will start the session. Before going to today's session, first, see this one, what happened in the last session. In the last session, I entered into Java programming. So, through these basic concepts, what are this? First, the stages of a program. We have two stages. First one is the compilation, second one is execution. The compilation stage produces bytecode, and that bytecode is moved to JVM, and then it produces the result. Here I will give you the differences between C language and Java. C language produces the object to code, that is .obj file. Java produces .class file, that is bytecode. What are the different versions of Java? And you need to remember version 8, 11, and then 17. And very important, very important, JDK, JRE, JVM, followed by the installation of JDK version 17. Now, just now, entered into Java by installing a software. Now, coming to programming, Java is an object-oriented programming. Today I will write at least one program. Java is an object-oriented programming. What is mean by object-oriented programming? First, to simple terms, everything is treated as an object. What is an object? Every real world entity is an object. Suppose I am existed in the real life, so I am an object. Suppose you are existed in the real life, you are an object. Suppose fruit is existed in the real life. Fruit is existed? No. Fruit is not existed in your real life. Apple is existed. Orange is existed. Understand the difference. Okay. Here these apple and orange are called objects. Generally this fruit is called a class. Now here I am entered into object-oriented programming. Here, if you are using object-oriented programming, you must and should. My voice is not audible. Okay. Anyone please reply. Is my voice is audible or not audible?
Your voice was breaking.
My voice is breaking. Okay. Clear. Yes, it is audible. Okay. Okay, remember, in object-oriented programming, everything is treated in terms of class and object. First, you have to know this concept. So, today our agenda is, first I will explain what is a class and what is an object, and then I am writing a simple program. First, what is a class? In general terms, class is a blueprint. Everyone know. Anyone know the Java language? First, they are given the definition as class is a blueprint, or also called as class is a structured layout. Class is a structured layout, and a class is used to generate objects. First, only listen. After that, I will give you the time for doubts. Why? So, this is an interrelated topic. After completion, at least 20 minutes of class, then you will understand. Class is a structured layout which is used to generate objects. Used to generate objects. Now, for example, consider a class. This is my first one. How to create a class in your program? By using the keyword class. Class is the keyword followed by the name of the class. Followed by the name of the class. Now, within this class, You can write variables. You can write variables. You can write methods. Along with you can write blocks. You can write constructors. Now, these are our first four topics. Our first four topics. A class consists of variable, methods, blocks, and constructors. Now, first to mainly remember these two. What is a variable? What is a method? In simple term, assume my class name is fruit. Assume my class name is fruit. What is a variable? Simply, variable specifies the properties. What are the properties for the fruit? Suppose color, for example, assume shape, or else so suppose price, suppose some text. These are the exact text. These are the properties. Generally, the properties are called variables. So within a class, we are writing the property and we are writing some methods. So on the fruit, what are the operations that we are doing? For example, slicing. Slicing is one operation. That is, and another is, for example, eating is one operation, and close the class. Now you got it. A class consists of properties and behavior. These are called behavior. This is called property. Now, in technically, these are called variables. These are called methods. Now clear. Variable hold the value. Variables hold the value. Methods perform an action. Methods perform an action. Okay. Now a class is created, but there is no use of this class. There is no use of this class. Whenever we are creating an object. Now, what is an object? Understand the definition. Object is simply an instance of a class. Object is an instance of a class. What is mean by instance? At this particular point of time, suppose I am given some values. Color is equal to red. Shape is equal to some circle. Price is equal to some 20. Taste is equal to sweet. Then apple. Now apple is an object. Now you got the point. So class specify the property by using an object. We are given the values. According to the value, we specify this is an object. That is an object. This is the general description of class and object. Here I will not show what is the syntax and object right now. This is the general scenario. Now, sure. నేను తర్వాత చెప్తాను. Correct? So this is the general scenario. Now I am writing my first program. First program. The program is simply to print hello world. I am writing the program, but I am not explaining any concept. First to understand, my program is hello world. What is the way? Simply use the keyword class followed by name of the class. You can write any name. You can write any name. For example, sample. Sample is my name. Opening the bracket, open the flower bracket. Within this one, whether it is a C language, C++, Java, always your execution starts from main. That is fixed by the developers. Always your execution starts from main. So write the main public static. Suddenly your voice is break. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Wait for 1 second. is I changed my network. Now changed my network. See this one. Public static void main string args of. Right now you will by heart this statement. What is public, what is stat, what is made, what is main, everything. Whenever we are moving on, automatically you will learn. Right now by heart everything. Why? System dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. Hello world. Hello world. Okay. This is my first program. Here, what is my agenda? First one is how to create a class. How do we create a class? And my second point is how to execute a Java program. First, you need to know the basic two things. Now, first, how to write a program? Notepad. Open Notepad or Notepad plus plus, whatever it is. You can open anything. Simply click on the Notepad. Now, type the program. Class sample. The first rule is S is the capital letter. Even though you are writing lowercase, not a problem. But but compulsory you remember written in uppercase. Why? Those are called naming conventions. Naming conventions means the rules that are to be followed. Class sample always starts with an uppercase letter. Within that one, public, static, void, main, string args of. Simply blindly type the program. Blindly type the program. System dot out dot println hello world. Hello world. Now close this one. This is the way. You have to open the class and then close the class, open the main method and then close the main method. Now what is the step? My program is completed. Now you need to save the program and then run the program. Suppose here I am changing my name for easy understanding. This is my first program. Okay. Now control yes, save the program. Where here you can select any location. Here you can select any location. For example, see this one, D drive. Suppose under this folder, here I am creating a folder, new folder, Java, batch 32. All your programs are saved under this folder. Remember, I already set the path. You already set the path means no need to save the program within that installed location. You can save at any location. Now, I created a folder Java batch 32. Now go to this one. Sorry, where is that one? Yes. Go to this one. Save. Here my batch name is batch 32. Okay. Under this folder I am saving. Now how to save a program? .java. Yes or no? The extension is .java. What is the name of the file? Always remember the name of the file is same as class name. The name of the file is same as class name. First program .java. Select all files. First program .java save. Here this must be uppercase. This must be uppercase. Control S. Clear? Clear? What is my first step? Saving the program. Now, for execution, go to CMD, command prompt. Go to command prompt. Okay. Under this command prompt, select the path where your Java file is available. So my file is available under D drive. So in the folder Nagaraju. So you know that one CD means change directory. Now change to Java batch 32. Okay. Now in this location my file is available. In this location my file is available. Now what are the two stages of program? First one is compilation. Yes or no? For compilation the keyword is Java C. Java C space your program name. What is the program name? First program. Your program name dot Java. Everyone remember the syntax. What is the syntax? Java C space program name dot Java. Press enter. Now, if this path is visible to us means automatically compilation is completed successfully. What happened? Whenever the compilation is completed, it generates a dot class file. Yes or no? Now go to that location. Check, see this one. I saved only first program. Automatically, first program dot class. That dot class file is generated after compilation. This is the thing discussed in the last session. Now it is okay. Now next, what is the next stage? Execution. For execution, use the command Java space first program. Java space the name of the program. Press enter. Whatever I am written according to the logic, hello world is printed. Fine. Now, again open the program. According to syntax, the statement is ended with a semicolon. I remove the semicolon, Control S, save the program, and then move to execution once again. Remember, you no need to type the instruction that is Java C space program.java multiple number of times in your keyboard. Use up and down arrows, up and down arrows, arrow mark, this one. Okay, all the previously executed commands are visible. Whatever you required you can use. Simply press enter. See this one, it gives an error. Yes or no? It gives an error. That means the compilation is not done successfully. Then the dot class file is not generated. Whenever the compilation is successful, then only the dot class file is generated. Now, everyone clear? Everyone clear? What is my point? Again, I will explain. See this one. See this one. Same thing I already said. Class is a blueprint which is used to generate object. Right now, we are not coming to this point. Right now, a class consists of different variables, different methods, along with main is a compulsory method. Always our execution starts from main method. So this is the syntax of the class. This is the syntax of the class. Okay, this one. The one of the naming convention is the class name must to begin with uppercase. Now I got one question. What is that one? Why it will be take the command prompt? Now in the notepad it is not possible to execute. If you want to execute, you can use a separate IDEs like Eclipse, NetBeans, like or else you can use command prompt. Okay. So your voice is not audible. Most of these, I think there is problem in your settings. Please check your settings. Okay. Now, so my first program is completed. After completion of the first program, I will share you this procedure also. That is, this is the path. how to save the program, and then how to execute the program. That is the compilation stage and execution stage. Based on this one, you can write any number of programs. Now coming to this one here, first step is, today what is my first step? My first step is simply writing a program. Simple thing, I am writing a program. Now I am moving into very important topic, data type. Data type. After completion of data type, you will know how to write different variables, different methods like this. What is a data type? Data type specifies the type of information, stored in a variable. Again, what is a variable? Again, what is a variable? Always remember those two are interrelated. Without concept of variable, it is not possible to give data type. Without data type, not possible to give variable. But I will explain the data type first, understand. So simply data type specifies the type of information. Now, from now onwards, everyone concentrate. Why? Because my throughout Java depends on this topic only. My complete Java depends on only this topic. Data types are divided into two types. One is primitive, second one is non-primitive. Second one is non-primitive. First, I am going into primitive data types. This half an hour is very important. First, I am going into primitive data type. Primitive means the basic data type are also called as compulsory data type. Along with, I will discuss one more point. The variables are also divided into two types. The variables are also divided into two types based on data type. One is primitive data type variable. Second one is non-primitive data type variable. Just to classification. Primitive data type, non-primitive data type. Exactly. Primitive data type variable, non-primitive data type variable. Now, under primitive data type, what are those? Whole numbers. To store whole numbers mathematically, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to represent whole numbers, we are using a data type integer. Integer means it represents whole numbers. Here remember the definition. The type of information, that is the type of value. The value is either a whole number or a real number or a character or a string or a boolean like this. First, integer is used to represent whole numbers. Now, the size. What is mean by size? Whenever you are creating something, you need to allocate some memory. Yes or no? Suppose you are staying in some address. Exactly, within the program also, each and every statement must and should present in some address. Now, integer is the data type. It is used to store whole number. Used to store whole number. The size of integer is 4 bytes. 4 bytes means 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 4 bytes is equal to 4 into 8, 32 bits like this. 1, 2, 3, like 32 bits. Why bits? Every information is stored in the form of zeros and ones. Yes or no? Everything is stored in the form of zeros and ones. Now, for integer, a total of 4 bytes is allocated. 4 bytes is allocated. Suppose in some situations, the 4 bytes is very, very large. Suppose assume my number is 5. My number is 5. If you want to store 5 inside the memory, 5 requires only 3 bits. That binary format of 5 is 101. 5 requires only 3 bits. Now there is remaining 29 bits. Wastage of memory. You got my point? Wastage of memory. To save that one, we are moving into short. This is also integer. The size is 2 bytes. The size is 2 bytes. Compared to 29 bytes, that is 2 bytes in the sense total 16 bits. That means a wastage of only 13 bits. Compared to integer, short is better one. Again to save the memory, that means to store small integer values, we are using byte. The data type name is byte. So the memory is 1 byte. Remember, first byte, short integer. For example, in some situation, if your number requires more than 32 bits, in that case, we are moving into long. The size of long is 8 bytes. Everyone, this is your first point. So today, under data type, the first point is this one. That means for, for storing whole numbers, we are using either byte, short, into long. Now, my second point is to store real numbers. What are the real numbers? Some 2.3, 3.4. The numbers with decimal point are called real numbers. For storing real numbers, we are using two data types. One is float, second one is double. Everyone remember the names. If anyone knows C language, it is very easy. If you are fresher to Java, remember this name. The size of float is 4 bytes. The size of double is 8 bytes. These two are used to store the real numbers. So total how many? 4 plus 2, 6. 4 plus 2, 6. Next to one, you have the characters also. Yes or no? Suppose the character A, character B. In detail, we will move later. For representing characters, we have a data type char. Char. It requires 2 bytes. In C language, the size is 1 byte. In Java, the size of character is 2 bytes. The last step is Boolean. So the data type name is Boolean. What is the Boolean? To store true or false. To store true or false. For Boolean, it allocates only one bit. It allocates only one bit. Now, so coming to data type, primitive data type means the basic data types. We have four we have four types. One is integer. Under integer, byte, short, into, long. These four are used to store integer values. Float and real are used to store real values. Char is used to store a character value. Boolean is used to store true or false. Boolean is used to store true or false. Clear? Now, parallelly, coming to the concept of variable. So, based on the primitive data type, we have A primitive data type variable. That is a very, very important here. What is mean by primitive data type variable? Primitive data type variable. A variable can hold can hold only single value. A variable can hold only single value. That is called primitive data type variable. Now, what is a variable right now? Variable is simply a memory location which is used to hold some value. Now, what is the syntax for declaration of a variable? Data type space name of the variable. Data type space name of the variable. If you want, you can give the value also. If you want, you can give the value also like this value. Suppose see this one, int a is equal to some 10. Here, this is the meaning. What is the meaning here? A is a variable which hold a value 10. Now, the type of A is integer. The type of A is integer. Remember, all primitive data type variable refers value. Primitive data type variable refer value. Why I am stressing this point means non-primitive data types refers object. That refers object. So today I am not going to that one. First to this one. Clear? Now I will write down one simple program. I will write down one simple program. File, new file, related to all data types, related to all data types, class data types, class data types. Practice the program. Public static void main string args are. Okay, now create all data types. First one, byte. A is equal to some 5. Clear the point? Declare the data type followed by the variable is equal to, you can give the value. Now, short, some B is equal to some 6. You can give any values depending upon the range, not a problem. Now, next one is int. Some C is equal to some 23. Next one is long. Some D is equal to some 345. Next one is float. Some E is equal to some 2.3. Always ends with semicolon. Ends with semicolon. Double. Some E, F is equal to some 3.56. Char some E of G. G is equal to a character is placed within single quotation. Character is placed within single quotation. Suppose char G is equal to some A. Okay, char G is equal to some A. Finally, Boolean some H is equal to Boolean some H is equal to true. Okay, just now I created the variables of all data types. Variables of all data types. Now it is okay. Now print all these information system dot out dot println the data types with values are. So for our understanding purpose, I will type each and every one in clear. System dot out dot println. Suppose directly write A is equal to plus A. Here you need to remember the syntax. What is the syntax? Within the print statement, if you are writing anything within double quotation, anything in double quotation, exactly that is printed. Already we see hello world written within double quotation, exactly hello world. Now, in this statement is printed in the output screen. The data type with values are here also. The double quotation is this one. That is printed plus A. The plus specifies concatenation. I will give you, see this one. Suppose hello plus hi. If you are writing, this is double quotation. If this is a string, this is a string. Right now, you don't know string. Suppose this is one thing, this is another thing. If you are writing plus in the sense, simply it will combine the two things. So, what is the answer? Hello, hi. Combine the two things. For example, if you are writing hello plus a, what is the meaning? Plus C is used for concatenation. Remember, whenever you are writing a variable name, the name is not printed. You are writing a variable name, the value in the variable is printed. Everyone remember. So here you are writing A in the sense, the answer is hello A. No. The value present in A, assume the value of A is equal to 5, hello 5. Got it? In Java, plus is the symbol which is used to combine more than one statement inside the print. Now, whenever you are writing a variable means, system automatically consider the value of the variable, not the name of the variable. Now, is it clear? Along with, I will print all those informations. You will type. Why? Because by typing only you get the idea. System, S is the capital letter. Why you are writing capital letter? No problem. Once we move on, we will know everything. Here, this value is C. The value is C. D, D. Here, one modification you need to be performed. Observe. Hmm? Float. అదే చెప్తాను అదే నేను చెప్తున్నాను ఈ ఎఫ్ ఎఫ్ ఓకే జి 7 wait G now H. Okay, here what is my program? Just reading the variables of all the primitive data types, printing the values. Now close this main method and close the class. Everything is written inside a class and here everything is written inside the method. Now, okay, save the program, save the program. The program name is data types dot java. The program name is data types dot java. Now, one important point is by default, by default, every whole number, every whole number is considered as an integer. It is considered as an integer. Every real number is considered as a double, not float. Every real number is considered as a float, double. For example, you are writing float A is equal to 2.3. So according to our logic, here 2.3 is assigned to A. Yes or no? 2.3 is assigned to A and A is a floating value, but this is not true. Why? 2.3 is a real value. The real value is considered as double. That is the reason. If you want to make a real number as the floating number, every real number is suffixed with F, then only that number becomes the floating number. Now, here 2.3 is a double. Suppose if I am not writing F, what happens? I will move to that one. Along with for long integer. For long, you need to suffix with L. Always remember either lowercase or uppercase. Now, see this one. For this, I am using the letter L. Suppose for the floating, I am not given any F. In our point of view, 3.56 is the double. Now save the program and then run the program. You will see Java C data types dot Java. Now, sorry, this is a basic error. Semicolon. Now see this one. Here, error or not? What is the error? Observe the type of error. Our next topic is this one, but right now I will show you incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from double to float. What is the meaning? The size of float is 4 bytes. The size of double is 8 bytes. Which one contains lot of information? Double. Double contains more information than float. But here we are trying to assign a double value to a floating variable. So system takes 2.3 as a double value. Clear or not? 2.3 as a double value. That is the reason if you want to make any real number at any point, you observe, sir, this is a declaration. At the declaration, I am using float. Even though you are using float, but here you are assigning the value that consider only right side value. That is the reason you need to enter F. Then only 2.3 becomes the floating. Everyone must and should remember. Otherwise, you have this type of errors. Now, there is no error. Java data types. Java data types. See this one. Whatever the information you are given, exactly the same information is displayed. No. By default, it is double. So actually, we have real only two things. One is float and another one is double generally. So for the float, you are writing F. Automatically, the remaining thing is double. Got the point? So one is F means automatically a remaining thing is considered as a double. Now this is my first program related to data types. Now, now you need to write one more program, not only data types. Here, first I will explain one more program. Remember, along with the theoretical, the main important thing is programming knowledge, and at the same time, not a palindrome, not an Armstrong number. You need to know theoretical, that is the customers, employees, products, students, like this. First, my program is create a class student. Actually, in the real time, they are asking the questions like this. First, you need to create a class student with the members. That means the variables. What are the variables? Suppose student ID, student name, for example, student mail, phone number. Any other is there? ID, name, mail, phone number. branch, whatever it is, suppose branch, and marks in
address,
some three subjects. Okay, according to your wish, you can write any number of weeks. You can write any number of weeks. Now, my first program is this one. Create a student class with these members and marks in three subjects. Calculate the total marks. Calculate the total marks and print all the details. Print all the details. Once you completed this program, next exactly practice a program related to employee. First, I will explain this program within 5 minutes. Not typing the program, just explanation. You need to type. Again, I am repeating. You need to type. If you have any type, any error, in the next session, I will resolve those errors. First, we have to practice. Now, what is the procedure? Class. Here they are given in the question. What is the name of the class? Student. Class student. Now, what are the fields they required? ID. Assume ID is an integer. This is your assumption. ID is an integer. Now the question is name. For name, what is the data type? We don't know. So if anybody knows Java, no problem. Suppose most of the members don't know Java, remember integer, float, char, and then boolean. All the four are used to store single value. But name consists of, suppose my name is Raju. It consists of four letters. Now we are using a class string. Remember, string is not a data type. After completion of at least 20 days, the string concept comes. Up to now, remember this one. String is a data type which is used to create a name, mail ID, like string yes name. Suppose int ID is equal to 1, yes name is equal to ABC. Suppose string yes mail is equal to, for example, at the rate gmail.com, quotations. The value must be inside double quotation. Inside double quotation. Now, any other else? Int m1 is equal to some 20, comma, m2 is equal to some 30, comma, m3 is equal to some 50. Declare the marks. Declare the marks. Int declare the variable total and then calculate total is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3. Now you are getting my point. What is the first program? My first program is create a student class with 5 members. What are the members? 5 or 4, whatever it is. ID of the student, name of the student, mail of the student. Suppose phone number. Phone number is generally long. Long. Suppose phone number is equal to 123L. Read the marks, total the marks. Now, what is your aim? You need to print the value like this. System dot out dot println, neatly print the value like this. So, student name is plus S name. Student average marks is, marks no need to print the marks, simply total. Student ID is, student phone number is. That means what is my intention? My intention is you are need to create a class. You need to write some number of variables and calculate some operation, perform some operation and print all the result. That is my value. No problem. I will show you one example. I will show you one example. Based on this one, you will move to next one. See this one. Class name is your wish. Within the main method, first I am creating a roll number. Next name. Next branch. Suppose 3 subject marks total. If you want average, you can write average. Now calculate the total, calculate the average. Now here I neatly print the value. Roll number is plus RNO, name is plus name, branch is plus branch, average is okay. Now This is your first assignment. What is your first assignment? So here class, the class concept is completed. Saving and executing. First Java program. First Java program. Anybody have doubts? Any ask me. Okay, after completion of this one, my topic is data types and variables. Variables topic is not completed. Just I give you a brief introduction. Variable is a very huge topic. Just to give you a brief introduction. Now, practice some question. My first practice question is student details. Student details and and calculate average. Calculate average. Now your aim is employee details. Employee details and find total salary. Okay, everyone, I will give you the question. Everyone note down the question and practice. My question is, I will give you the class names also. Class names also. Why? Because in the real time scenario, they are given the class name, variables name, methods name, everyone they are given. You have to follow the same thing. First, create a class employee. Create a class employee with the fields EID, employee ID, employee name, employee designation. You need to use only these names. No need to modify. Use whatever the names they are given, use that name. Employee designation and read read some basic salary. These are the four inputs. These are the information you are given. Now, after reading all these information, your aim is calculate the total salary of the employee. How do we calculate? Every organization have one formula to calculate total salary. I will give you the formula. If anyone is working, they know. So generally, everybody has basic salary. From this basic salary, some percentage is DA and some percentage is HRA. For the basic salary, some percentage is DA, some percentage is HRA. This is fixed. But depending upon the organization, the percentage vary. For example, assume 50% of DA, some 20% of, that is 50% of DA is provided, 20% HRA is provided. What is mean by this one? Now, total salary is equal to, I will write down the formula also, basic salary plus 50% of the basic salary is DA. 50% means 0.5 into basic salary. This is DA plus 0.2 into basic salary. This is HRA. Now you got my point? So depending upon the organization, the percent may change. Now, your information is only basic salary. Based on that one, calculate total salary. And again, you print all the details, employee ID, name, designation, and then total salary. Now, that is your assignment. That is your assignment. Now, if you have any doubts in this one, anybody have any doubt, ask. So within single day, it is not possible to understand. Once we move on step by step, approximately 5 to 6 sessions are required for understanding what is going on in the project, in the programming. Okay. So single day, it is not possible. So meanwhile, if you have any doubt, ask me. You can unmute yourself and ask the doubts. Hmm? Painter. Yes, okay. formula. You can write any formula, not G 50%, not 20%. So the formula is basic salary plus DA plus HRA. DA is calculated from the basic salary. HRA is also calculated from the basic salary. That is the formula. In your company payslips also observe that formula is applied. Now, any doubts related to this one? Okay. Once you understand this one, in the next session, that is on Monday, first I will type this program. The starting session, I type this program. After completion, I will completely move to the concept of variables. Move to the concept of variables. Okay. Clear. Can I close the session?